The world of Far Cry 5 is very different from other mainline entries. It is landlocked and set in big sky country in America. And it is a world of beauty with massive lakes, forest, and small towns. But underneath that big sky, though, is darkness in the form of Joseph Seed and his family, who run a group called Project Eden's Gate, which the locals call Peggy's. It's your first day as a deputy. You, Sheriff Whitehorse, and a U.S. Marshal go to arrest Joseph Seed.
He is all yours. I don't want any part of that one.
And that's where things go wrong. His people cause your helicopter to crash. Joseph runs free, kicking off a complete takeover by the Seed family. Now, each member of the Seed family controls their own territory. John likes to tattoo people's sins on them.
John made tattoos look real bad, man. I'm glad he's 6 feet under. You gotta respect the ink. He didn't even learn proper lettering or font techniques or nothing, man.
While maintaining the southern area and the small town of Hope. To the north, you have the elder brother Jacob, an army marksman who is in control of defending Eden's Gate.
Y'all remember that Faith chick? Cute little thing. Did the creepy singing, always drugging people. I gotta admit, man, I kinda had the hots for her. I did. I had a thing for her. I mean, I know she had her flaws, don't get me wrong. All that evil stuff she did, but...
Shh. Can you be quiet?
Full disclosure, I'm kinda like a fart. I mean, you can try and keep me quiet, but an asshole's gonna do what an asshole's gonna do.
Alright, let's just keep going. Then there's Faith, who runs the east along the Henbane River, where she oversees the production of a drug called Bliss that they create from a plant.
Man, you should take this. I try to avoid all plants and vegetables.
Now, Faith's region of the game is the most interesting to me because you can't trust what you see. It may look like a dog, but if you get close, it can transform into a bear. At times, as you explore, you will see Faith just standing around or walking through areas. It just has a completely different feel than the other regions of the game. And as with any Far Cry game, these villains are just absolute standouts. So one of the problems with a lot of modern open world games is that they're just too big, making areas not recognizable and forcing you to use a map every second. To me, Far Cry 5 isn't that way. It is big, but each area is distinct, making it easy to find certain key spots. And when flying over those areas, nothing is more fun than finding where you're supposed to be going, jumping out, parachuting into enemy territory, and just wreaking havoc on them.
Who's ready to get blown up into a bunch of little pieces?
Now, with a big world, you need a lot of things to do, and Far Cry 5 is full of stuff. You have Clutch Nixon's missions, which are just crazy. So in Far Cry 5, Clutch Nixon is a stuntman who did the most insane stunts, and you get to relive them. Like driving a car that is on fire through an off-road course before jumping it into a lake. So in some of the last games, you could take over base and outposts. They brought that back and made it better. It's a major part of the game. And doing this gives you RP, which builds up and progresses the story. It's an interesting mechanic that some people don't like. There is one addition though that I don't think can be overlooked even though it is simple, and that is fishing.
That is an impressive catch, amigo.
For me, when a dev takes the time to put in mini games like this, it just shows that they care. And they want the player to just explore or enjoy the scenery with some peaceful fishing. Now the game features co-op all the way through. But another great feature they added in is allies. You can get help from a dog, a bear, Nick Rye, and of course, Hurk.
Look, a bunny.
It just adds to the gameplay and shows that it's a all hands on deck situation where everyone has to pull their weight to fight the Peggies. Now, when it comes to the weapons in Far Cry, it's probably my favorite out of the games. Everything just feels good to shoot. The accuracy is on point. Especially for bows, they really shine with stealth. And this game doesn't have that weird RPG mechanic that they added in New Dawn and 6. Now of course, to get these weapons you need money. And that requires looting prepper stashes, which is one of the best things about the game. Some of them turn you into Indiana Jones swinging from rope to reach them. Then there's hunting and selling the skins of animals. Who knew that turkeys could be so vicious?
That turkey wants revenge for Thanksgiving!
The game has a bunch of different wildlife throughout it, like elk, mountain lions, and bears.
I think that's deer. It's either a deer or a little moose. I can never tell.
And if the enemy has captured a mountain lion or a bear, just open that cage up and let them do the work for you. One thing for sure is you never know what might happen in Far Cry 5.
Pepe Le Pew looks kind of angry! This animal must sense that I'm a pure alpha male!
Yeah, that's what it was. Just driving down the road, you might see a bear get hit by a car or a mountain lion chasing civilians. And if you're lucky, you might catch one of those moments where one of them just gets launched into orbit. It's just a great time. At the end of the day, Far Cry 5 offers a great and immersive experience, combining a beautifully crafted world with intense and varied gameplay. From the distinct regions controlled by the Seed family to the clutch Nixon stunts and some serene fishing spots, there is something for every player. Diverse wildlife, engaging side missions, and satisfying weapon mechanics make every moment in Hope County unforgettable. Whether you're exploring alone or with allies, the fight against the Peggies is always fun. Have you ever played Far Cry 5? What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, would you kindly leave a like and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.
This is so much fun,